So I'm sitting here in the BDC. We have these high desks. We don't have the chairs yet. So, setting expectations. We are having trouble with getting people to come in. I've arrived here. We got a 14 to 15% show ratio. There was an outside BDC setting appointments that might have been smoke and mirrors. We don't know that for a fact. And so we just decided that we're going to change everything from our processes to email to how we text to what we say. So today we finally installed a phone script that I'm excited about. Going back to my old Bronx, New York days, taking control of the call, building urgency, selling the sizzle, not the steak, right? We always say sell the sizzle. And I'm excited because it's working. She just made 2 appointments. We got a salesperson that came up from downstairs to help make calls. Literally sat in this chair. I coached him for an hour. Things like building urgency, down payment assistance, some good word tracks for down payment assistance. We're utilizing marketing dollars so that we can help you with your down payment. Things like, when you arrive, would you prefer coffee, tea, water, or hot chocolate? Why? You want to build a relationship. Think about the different word tracks you can use. Bank representatives on site giving first right approval to first come, first serve customers, getting people approved that normally wouldn't be able to get approved because they're the best at their fields. They're connected directly to the bank. That's the finance office, right? But we don't utilize these words because we're just making these ridiculous old calls with the typical script. Did I catch you at a good time? When can you come in? No, you have to take control of the conversation. There's people out there training. Oh, quick question. Have you ever bought a car online before? Oh, and what was it that you were looking to accomplish? 10-step nonsense. Now, don't get me wrong. I used to train it. I was forced to train it. I used to train this stuff for years. And then technology happened. And then the way people are shopping for cars happened. And then the mindset of consumers happened. Then texting happened. But what hasn't changed is people believe what they see and sometimes what they hear. And we have to work on that. Every market's going to be a little different, but you have to have this aggressive approach. Today, the store had 7 appointments. It's a slow Tuesday. It's 3 o'clock, 3:05. 3 out of 7 showed up. There's still 2 pending. There is a shot today this store's going to hit over 50% of their appointment shows. And that's just from having been trained for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay. We have days where 1 out of 8 show up. But the good news is we started to see 40 and 50% show days. Now we need more realistic, more aggressive appointments. I think in the coming month, there's going to be a huge turnaround with how appointments are being done. So with that being said, think about your approach. Those old school word tracks, they're good. They're great for theory. They're great for knowing the steps of what you're trying to accomplish, but they're not 100% great at doing certain things. Why would you want to say the same thing to your customers that the dealership next door is saying, and the dealership down the road is saying, and virtually 90% of the country is saying? What makes you special? What makes you different? Think about that. That's why you need the right kind of training and the right kind of skill set to be able to maneuver the situation no matter what happens. All right, guys, that's my tip.